Starting today, continuing with our discussion of studying Rabbi Gershon Appel's The Concise Code of Jewish Law, Guide to the Observance of Shabbos. And we're up to chapter 5, page 33, lighting the Shabbos candles, law number 2. You see that, Aryeh? Okay, so you'll read it. It's a mitzvah. Okay, so it's a special mitzvah to light many candles, not just 2 candles, but many candles. Go on. So he says different customs. One is custom of 10, one is 7. Go on. And so is that what your mother does, Aryeh? 1 candle for every member of the family. Okay, go on. You always have to light a minimum of 2. Go on, symbolizing. Okay, so let's see the footnote here. A woman who forgot to light Shabbos candles. The custom is that if a woman forgets to light Shabbos candles, she lights an extra candle every week from then on. If she didn't light, however, because she was prevented from doing so for a compelling reason, then she doesn't need to light an additional. If a woman could not light the candles, but someone else lit candles for her, she likewise does not need to light an additional candle. Okay, anyway, go on. Okay, so let's see what he says. The Shabbos candle, 7 respond to the 7 days of the week and the 7 lights of the menorah. So just like the menorah has 7 candles, that's why we write 7. The 10 candles would correspond to the 10 commandments. The prevalent custom is to light 2 candles, an additional candle for each child. However, the extra candles over and above the 2 that are traditional do not have to be on the table when the meal is eaten. If you're away from home, the custom is to light only the minimum of 2. Okay, go on, Aryeh. Yeah, Zachar v'Shamor. Observe and guard. Okay. If necessary, 1 candle is sufficient. Okay, Rav Huna said, read that paragraph, Aryeh. So Rav Huna said, one who regularly lights Shabbos candles will merit children who are learned in Torah. Here, Noam, take this book right there. You see, I put schnitzel out in case you guys are hungry. Schnitzel? Yeah, it's on the kitchen table if you're hungry for schnitzel. Yeah, go get some schnitzel. Okay, so there's also kugel. Yes, Rabbi Yosef, please ask your question.
I think it was Rabbi Libor and Shalavim, but I'm not sure who. But they said that the reason for adding another candle for every child was because in the old days, women would stay in the hospital for more than 3 or 4 days, and so they weren't able to light the candles. So that's why the previous halacha about adding another about adding candle when you forgot. So even though yes, it was honest, but that's how he believes that's how that custom started. That
Interesting. I mean, I never heard that, but it could be. Does he have a source for that? Or is just as like intuition?
I don't think so. I think it was just a suggestion.
Because yeah. Okay, it's interesting. We could research it. We could ask Rabbi Daniel Sperber. We could write him a note. Where did the custom come from to light an extra candle? We could put it. You could put it into AI. What's this origin of that custom of lighting an extra Shabbos candle for each child in the home? We used to have to write to people. Now we just have to write to the computer, and the computer will tell us. Okay, Rav Huna said, one who regularly lights Shabbos candles will merit children who are learned. Okay, because it says in the Torah for the kiner mitzvah and Torah or. It's to say through the mitzvah of lighting the Shabbos candles will come the light of Torah. Before you light the candles, you're supposed to give tzedakah. Did you get an answer, Aryeh? It's going through it. Okay. Okay, here's where it gets a little skip is mitzvah 3 because he says the mitzvah is best performed by lighting with olive oil. I mean, most people use wax today, so I don't know about that. Okay, but here's an interesting footnote 10. I'll read it because Aryeh is doing our original research. Anything show up yet, Aryeh?
See one that says like for nefesh, like you light a candle for the soul.
Oh, for the deceased.
No, like the soul, the nefesh of the child.
Oh, for the soul? Okay. Let's read footnote 10, Aryeh. Aryeh, footnote 10. Use of electricity.
Electricity for Shabbos lights. In the view of some poskim, you may use electricity or gas for Shabbos lights and even recite the bracha. One others maintain that this view can be related upon in the case of necessity.
Did you get a fork?
That's my favorite one. Reciting the bracha over such light.
Okay, so Aryeh is saying that Aryeh is saying that some poskim say that you can recite the blessing even on page 35. Noam. Aryeh says the footnote says that some say you can even recite it. Let's say you don't have Shabbos candles, so you can even use a blessing on electric lights or gas lights. But others maintain that's only a necessity. But generally speaking, we don't allow it. Let's say a woman's in a hospital, or or it's a dangerous situation. The lights in such a circumstance should be specially designated and arranged so it's clear they in honor of Shabbat. If need be, you could turn off the electric lights in the room and then turn them on with a thought in mind that they're being turned on in observance of the mitzvah. As for the bracha, the general rule is saying no bracha when in that case. So they say it's do it without a bracha. Okay. Interesting. That's actually very relevant. But they do sell what you could buy is if you're traveling, you're going to go to a hotel and they don't let you do it. They sell or a hospital like electric candles that look like Shabbos candles.
Yeah.
Or they have like in the shape of a Shabbos, like a candle, and that way it'll be clear that it's designated in honor of Shabbos. That way the candles will be clearly in honor of Shabbos. Okay, all right, keep going.
Or in the footnote.
No, the halacha dalet 4, the following above the footnote.
The following bracha is said upon lighting Shabbos candles. Bless you, our Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us with the commandments and commanded us to kindle the Shabbos. Okay, that's the bracha, but here's where it gets. Some of the custom that a bride adds a shechianu upon lighting the Shabbos candles for the first time. Interesting. If that's relevant, I'll take a picture and send that to. I got a couple of people in my family getting married, so I'll. But it says if they were like doing it before they.
What?
It says like if they were doing lighting before they were married.
Yeah, then it's a question. I'll send it to my niece and to my nephew, who's also getting married. His wife is getting married. He's getting married to his wife soon. So I'll let them discuss it amongst the people. Okay, next halacha is also interesting. When do you recite the bracha? Do you recite a bracha before you do a mitzvah or after you do a mitzvah? Excellent. Usually you do it before. But that's a problem here. Why?
You like it.
No, but it's a problem to do it before because you're making the blessing on Shabbos and then you're going to light a fire. That's no good. You're not supposed to light a fire on Shabbos. So what are you supposed to do here? Everything good? Is the schnitzel good? Noam? Okay, go on. So read this halacha. Aryeh, read 5.
The bracha for mitzvah is recited before it is performed, or in Talmudic language, brachas on mitzvahs are said over. Over last year. So generally speaking, we have to make the blessing beforehand. But for Shabbos, we say it afterwards. Why? Hold on. Why do we say it afterwards for Shabbos? Aryeh, keep going. Candles, however, the blessing is said after lighting them. This is because candle lighting signifies your acceptance of Shabbos. If you made the blessing that very act, according to some authorities would represent the
basically you're starting Shabbos. If you make the bracha before you light the candles, some say that's starting Shabbos, and then you can't light the candles. So what are you supposed to do in this circumstance? Do you know what you're supposed to do, Noam? You have the problem here. How you're supposed to say the bracha beforehand, but if you say the bracha beforehand, you can't light the candles. So what do?
Say it afterwards.
Yeah, but you're supposed to say the bracha beforehand. So this is what the solution is. Here, Aryeh, read it. In order,
however, that the bracha should be considered as though it were in fact said beforehand, the practice is as follows. You light the candles, spread your hands before them, and then cover your face so not to see the candles and recite the blessing.
So basically, you light the candles, cover your eyes with your hands, then say the blessing, and then remove your hand. So it's as though you said the blessing before you lit the candles.
I never knew why we did that.
Now you know why we do it, exactly. Also, I put some schnitzel out, Aiden. And no, Ryan, Tani, can have some schnitzel. I put it out.
I heated up a piece of home.
Aiden can eat like 15 pieces. He's on the bulk. I'm on the cut. I'm on a sardines only diet. I eat sardines and broccoli now. That's my diet. It's so good. You know why that's the best diet? You never want more.
We're using that book.
We're using that book for another minute. Okay, so basically, that's how you recite the blessing. Where are you going, Aiden?
We're gonna learn in that book afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's how you recite. Okay, go on, please keep reading. In case, Aryeh.
Tomorrow.
In case of necessity.
In case of necessity, as when the woman must go to the mikvah or attend some other urgent matter, she may light the candles with the reservation in mind. We've spoken that we are not accepting shabbos with the lighting of the candle.
Right. So you can, under certain rare circumstances, extenuating circumstances, light the candles on the condition that you're not accepting the Shabbos at that time. That you're saying you're only going to accept the Shabbos at a later time. So you're allowed to do that. So you're allowed to do that. Like, let's say you need to drive to the shul to daven, but it's too far for you to walk. So you light the candles on the condition that you're not accepting the Shabbos yet, and then you drive to the shul because it's still before Shabbos. Then in the shul you accept the Shabbos. Okay, let's say there's no woman in the house. Does the man have to light the Shabbos candles?
No, man, right?
Let's say there's no woman in the house.
You do, right? Yes.
Yes, that's the next halacha. We'll discuss that one tomorrow, but we'll stop here. This is Baruch Hashem. I'm glad we're doing this because I see we need to review these laws.
I need to know.
The answer